Hi, I'm Tim Yao, Community Pioneer in Roundhouse Park in Cringleford, and welcome to this week's Cringleford Assembly. Each week we look at three things: track, talk and task. That's track, talk and task. And so this week's track is something that you'll recognise. It's about autumn and it's by Cassidy.
The falling leaves drift by my window. The falling leaves of red and gold.
That was the 1996 Cassidy interpretation of Autumn Leaves, which was originally a #1 hit for Nat King Cole back in 1955, but originally it was written by a French composer. Here's some of the lyrics from that song. The falling leaves drift by my window, the falling leaves of red and gold. I see your lips, the summer kisses, the sunburned hands I used to hold. Since you went away, the days grow long, and soon I'll hear old winter's song. But I miss you most of all, my darling, when autumn leaves start to fall. That song is a kind of a song about love and about grief and about missing people we really care about. I don't know about you, but during this lockdown, there may be people that you've lost, people you've kind of missed, people you've who are no longer with us. You know, grief is a funny thing, isn't it? In that, well, it's not funny at all, but grief is strange in that it can affect us in so many ways. I remember the first time I heard that song and I just felt it to the core. Sadly, Cassidy died back in 1996, before she really hit the peak of fame. It wasn't until after she died that we really started to hear her songs, and we kind of resonated with that tragic loss of a young woman who died only aged 33. You know, through the coronavirus, we might miss lots of things, whether it's loved ones, people we knew who've actually died because of the COVID-19, or maybe we've grieved things that we could have done, or things that we should have done. You know, there are people can grieve so many things, whether it's holidays, jobs, some people haven't been able to get married, lots of things we've grieved. I wonder what you've been grieving over this pandemic period. I wonder if there's something deep down you think, oh, if only that would have happened. You know, sometimes we can be hard on ourselves because we think, oh, you know, it's not as if somebody's died, you know, unless somebody has. And even though we may be feeling a sense of a bereavement about something we've lost, we can be a bit hard on ourselves. But I just want to say, you know, grief comes in many shapes and forms, and it's okay to say that you're sad. It's okay to say I'm missing somebody or something or some situation that should or could have happened.
What is it that you are grieving today?
As you may know, it was the first day of autumn this week, on Wednesday, and it is a time when things change, isn't it? The leaves go brown, and all those kind of that growth and the enjoyment of summer starts to dip as we're hitting back to school and looking towards winter time. You know, it doesn't have to be the end of things. You know, Jesus said some incredible words, and one of the things he said, "Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted." Blessed are those who will mourn, for they will be comforted. I wonder what that means to you. You know, if you're in the middle of feeling sorry or sad or grieving for something or someone, that can feel like such a long way off being comforted. You know, let me rephrase what those words of Jesus. How about this? You're blessed when you feel you've lost what is most dear to you. Only then can you be embraced by God, the one who is most dear to all of us. You know, I think when we get to the end of our tether, when we've lost everything, when all our normal human resources are not enough, God is there to reach out to, even when things are really, really difficult. You know, the trouble is when we don't mourn well, when we don't recognise our sadness, we can end up wallowing in self-pity. And the trouble is when we get into self-pity is that we can sink into bitterness and despair. and that's not a road many of us want to walk. But when we recognise that God wants to bless us, and we become blessed when we accept our experience of sorrow. You know, these days we try to kind of keep it at bay, don't we? You know, watch some kind of happy movie, have a drink, do something to take away that pain. But when we fully accept and experience our sorrow, then gives us space to grow in courage and compassion. Compassion for ourselves, and therefore compassion for other people. The task for you this week is, and for all of us, is to try and give yourself a bit of a break. If you're feeling sad and because you've missed out on something, or you're missing somebody especially, or a relationship, work, whatever it is, give yourself a bit of a break. It's okay to feel sad and to embrace that kind of moment of like grief, you know, and also just as these leaves are kind of, you know, dying off, but remember that they will grow back. And when you're in the depths of despair, recognize and remind yourselves that, you know, nature will take its course. Life does end up growing green shoots again. So if there's people around you who need a bit of encouragement, who need a bit of help, who need a bit of coming alongside and saying, come on, you can get through this, I wonder if you could maybe write them a note, or send them a text, or some kind of message, or, you know, whatever it is, so just to spare them along, say, come on, we'll get through this together. If I don't see you soon, have a great week, and this is it for Cringleford Assembly. Bye!